watching SEC softball presented by Regions Bank. In beautiful Baton Rouge, Louisiana at Tiger Park, it is a beautiful evening for a top 10 rubber match between LSU and Florida, a game that carries a lot of weight from not just an SEC perspective, but from a national one.
Hit a rise ball or a drop ball better? They hit a drop ball better. Yeah, when you look at those splits, under 300 batting average against rise balls. It's one of Jaden Huebner's best pitches. And so you can locate down in the zone and then use her curveball and rise ball up against it.
Back to back, froze Shoemaker.
And it was a change-up.
Game 2 and even the start of tonight and in this park too with the LSU fans than we saw in Game 1. Got Otis swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Huebner. A tremendous start between Coffey and Torina as you look at Rothrock's line from Game 1. This is a Florida staff that returns all but 11 2/3 of their innings from a season ago. An extremely young staff as Rothrock gets her first strikeout. Big pickup in the transfer portal along with a couple others for LSU. This is hit in a shallow left field taken care of by Riley Holtorf, and a quick 2 outs for Rothrock.
SEC this year as you're playing 3 or 4 top 10 opponents in a 3-game series.
Ground ball left side, Cahalan takes care of it. 1, 2, 3 innings for Rothrock. And Washington coming all the way across the country to Gainesville. Nice pitch from Huebner, freezes Erickson. The freshman off to a tremendous start. 3
strikeouts.
It's softly on the infield, long run, diving play can't be made. It was a great hustle by Daniel laying out, but that'll put Walsh on first base with an infield single. Ava Brown's turn, who homered twice in Game 1, and she is plunked on the first pitch. Tough spot now for Huebner, first and second with just 1 away.
Needed to just unleash offensively.
Huebner, another one, goes up top and gets the strikeout.
This is not a team that struck.
1-2. Off speed, hit softly towards center field, ran down by Daniel. Well, 2 on with 1 out. Huebner gets out of it. She struck out 4. 2 zeros to
type hitter. When you look at her spray chart and her home runs, they really go over that left field wall.
chase that one. Rothrock gets the strikeout, her second of the game.
Well, a huge strikeout for Rothrock.
Down to the 5-hole Rudity. First pitch swinging. Cahalan takes care of it. 5 up, 5 down for Keegan Rothrock. Leno 1 for 4 with a double and a walk in the series. Hard hit ball right side. It gets past Williams for a 2-out base hit. (3-2) into right field, almost right at Shoemaker, who makes the catch. They strand a 2-out base hit. You got to be tough to wear the shorts.
You do.
To slide into second or third, and no thank you. Diving stop at shortstop by Hodge, but it's an infield single to lead off the 3rd inning. So now they know her. They know what's going on. They keep up with the Florida softball team, and Falby into left field. It's juggled out there for a moment, but Holtorf stays put at second base. Back-to-back singles here in the 3rd.
Well,
she has been an RBI machine this year, 70 of them to lead the way for the Gators. Hit up the middle, off the foot of Berzon, diving stop, and they get the out at second base. The throw to third, Holtorf coming home, and she will score.
What a play by Sierra Daniel. It actually either knocked the glove off of Sydney Berzon or it fell off, but Daniel dives up the middle of the field. Hodge throws behind the runner, and Holtorf just decides to take off. And it looked like it was going to be a mistake, but nobody from LSU was communicating that she had decided to go.
0-1. Otis rips it to Coffey. Double play.
Had so many days off due to injury.
Foul territory, a little bit of room over there. Cahalan does a nice job finding the dugout and makes the catch for out number 1.
And
Earned runs. Good game 1 outing against LSU. Holtorf snags that. It's going to go down as an infield single for Sierra Daniel. She walked it off on one of those yesterday. 1 out base runner for the ground ball right back to her. Chance for 2. Holtorf, quick throw, not going to get Coffey though. There's 2 away.
runs that she's been giving up.
Well, nothing so far through 3 innings for Rothrock. 3 zeros on the board, and after 3, it's 1-0 Florida over. Rattled off 6 straight, a sweep in Starkville of Mississippi State, and then sweeping Texas this weekend in Norman. Nice catch in left field. Jaden Leno tracking it down out there for out number 1 to take the hit away from with Oklahoma. They have 2 losses. And then here they are. Patty Gasso has them probably playing the best softball in the country.
Playing a lot of close games, too.
Ground ball to Hodge, the former Sooner. And right on cue, there's out
to Gainesville, where she won a couple of national championships with Florida as their pitching coach.
Ground ball left side. Berzon goes 1, 2, 3. She has retired all 5 batters she has faced.
Across the board is when the pressure is on late in the game, you want your ace to have the ball in her hand.
Hard hit through the right side. Leadoff single for Macy Bajaran. Is number 19 in the cards tonight. Crushes this to left center field, off the base of the wall. A double for Edwards. She's fired up, and LSU is in business in the 4th.
Understanding what pitches she can do damage on and just understanding her swing. It's another pitch that is so sweet for the best hitter in the lineup, right over the heart of the plate. She recognizes that that is a pitch she can do damage on, and she just barrels it up. Man, Tori Edwards, the ball just comes off. Rudy has been so consistent her career.
High chopper. And they just have to take the out at first. We're tied at 1. Rudy gets the job done to bring Giglio in.
Good execution there by the LSU offense. Ground balls on the right side.
Leno, first pitch swinging. She'll bring another in, and LSU has the lead. Beth Torina just raved about Jaden Leno, and here she is driving in the go-ahead run.
Again, ground ball to the right side, getting the top half of the ball, using their speed. LSU is not a big power offense in terms of home runs when you look at the home run numbers compared to Florida, but when they're scoring runs and generally
on these hitters 1 through 9 because they like their team speed to get themselves to second base. As that ground ball out from Hodge moves Leno over to second. And one of the things they talk about is fighting World Series, and then their director of player performance and analytics, Zach Germain, slow grounder there. They retire Peterson and strand a runner. But LSU takes control 2-1 after 4 innings. Tiger gave up just 3 earned runs in her first 22 1/3 SEC innings pitched. But had given up 27 in the last 36 entering this weekend. There's another strikeout of a Florida batter.
Little things about herself.
This one's golfed into left field. Leno runs it down again.
I mean, she can throw 70 if and when she wants to. And she's been able to touch that throughout her career. But at the end of the day, she can change speeds like that.
Holtorf deep to left center field and carried and gone. Riley Holtorf, her 5th home run of the season, ties this game at 2.
It's 2 for 2. She scored both of the runs for Florida and had big swings. Finds herself in a hitter's count, and of course, with Kendra Fall being the top of the order on deck, Cindy Berzon saying, I got to go right at her. But she has the experience with her time at Washington.
Since March 29th, just her 4th of the year, and then she gets her 5th just a few days later here against LSU to tie the game. That jumps over the glove of Hodge. And see from non-conference to SEC play, she's hitting .338 in SEC play, 8 doubles, 4 home runs. To another talented freshman, Edwards, who dives at first base to pick up out number 3.
The player who got it, as well as her teammates and her family.
Nice pick by Holtorf. And they call her out at first base. Sierra Daniel, who on those angles, it looks like she did.
That was quick. They have been so quick on the video replay reviews this weekend. Birmingham is stepping up their game for the final couple of weekends.
Hey, they're playing some of their best ball right now, too, as we get down the stretch. On the draft with Haley McClenny and Savannah Collins. Holtorf not going to get coffee this time. And you talked to Danica Coffee.
Oh, I think maybe I'll get one.
Popped up on the infield, 2 outs.
But you know, it's a special moment for her, too, with the fact that she was injured last year, missed the majority of the season.
Great teammate, though. Into right field, hit hard, but it's right at Shoemaker, who makes a nice grab for out number 3. On to the 6th inning in Baton Rouge, Florida, hoping to keep their SEC title hopes alive.
But takes it to work herself to a 3-1 count, likely going to go outside. This next pitch.
Hard hit, and that's stabbed over at second by Daniel. 1 out. Otis just can't buy a base hit right now for a while here in Baton Rouge. Out to center field. Lassiter makes the play. Didn't quite test her as much as I thought when that ball was hit this year. 2 outs for Walsh. Oh, man, over the head and diving just out of the reach of Lassiter. Walsh rounding second, and she's going to be into third base with 2 outs. So close.
That has been very good with 2 outs. That's when they scored their run with the Holtorf home run, and then now Reagan Walsh goes down and gets this outside pitch. She has had such good plate coverage with the outer half, different speeds, down below her knees, hustles out a triple as that ball got all the way to the wall. Jayla Lassiter tried to make one of those dives, so moved her up to the 6 hole in this game.
Brown, a sophomore from Montgomery, Texas. Dual threat, goes down looking. Berzon strands the runner to start this at bat.
There's looked like a close. I thought that was actually going to be a strike. I was going to say, there's a strike that.
Crowd getting into it. Back-to-back 4-pitch walks for Rothrock to start the bottom of the 6th.
New talented arms like Caitlin Oxley.
0-1 pitch, Leno into right center, it's down. Edwards had to hold up though. The throw was a little bit wild, but it does allow for Rudity to get back. Bases loaded for Avery Hodge. First pitch swinging toward Falby, makes the catch. Edwards tags up, and LSU takes the late lead.
Good execution.
In the season, a home run and 7 RBIs. Family of athletes, dad, brother, and sister, all college athletes. Down the third baseline. Bedell comes up big. Insurance for the Tigers as Rudity scores.
And that's a way to capitalize on a couple of walks that started off this inning. Bedell just goes up and swings hard, and that's what Coach Torina said about Bedell a couple of weeks ago, is that no real plan. She just goes up and swings as hard as she can. She has a high exit velocity in this game here. want the win.
Always talk about turning points in a season for players or teams. Wow, that is up and gets Daniel. Fortunately, she ducked, and it did hit the helmet. She looks like she's okay, but a scary moment. They're going to immediately check on her, but she's... Coffey, left field, deep, and bounces off the wall. 1 run scores. A second comes across, and LSU has busted this game open in the bottom of the 6th.
Danica Coffey was 0 for the series before this game, and she has stepped up in her last 2 at-bats. Her last hit was a chop slap, and now she's just showing off her power. I thought this had a chance to get out of here, the senior, on senior weekend.
6-2 LSU, still a chance for more. And the squeeze play, another run comes across, that gets by, Coffey slides in safe.
Fence.
The call on the field is safe at home plate.
Laying down the bunt, using their speed, going with the squeeze, and Caitlin Oxley just completely misplays that. And then the backside runner, Coffey, getting her foot in underneath the tag. This is the LSU speed and their offense we're used to seeing. It's what has led to that successful offense all season long when they're playing at their best, taking extra bases.
Review, the call on the field has been upheld. The runner is safe.
Oh yeah, she got her foot underneath there.
That is first challenge of the game.
Running hard from second base. That was a misplayed ball by Caitlin Oxley. And it's one thing to give up the squeeze run. It's another thing to commit the error that then trying to make this final mark, this final push.
Popped up shallow center. Falby takes command, as you would expect, for out number 2.
But make this final push on their resume. A couple of wins against Florida would be driving the RBIs, be a big part of your offense. But moving forward, I think this is going to continue to happen.
Florida making sure that this game doesn't end with 1 swing in a 6-run game.
Well, and especially because
they were so close to taking the lead on that 2-out triple by Reagan Walsh in the top half of this inning. Bases loaded, winning run at second base. Just 4 strikes and 17 pitches for Miller. And that walks in run number 7 here in the 6th. So the winning run now 60 feet from home. From LSU walking it off in 6 innings and flipping the script in this series, doing exactly what Florida did in game 1. There it is, the Tigers, after a dreadful start in game 1, bounce back to take the second 2 and win the series over Florida. Their first series win over the Gators since 2019.
such a huge turn of events from that first game. They got run ruled 14-4. Game 2 was a pitcher's duel with a walk-off ending, and then they have the final say, the last word, to have the run rule of Florida on their home field.
A gritty bounce-back performance from the Tigers, who were run-ruled in Game 1. They are heading to Arkansas on Thursday to finish the season. Florida, Oklahoma. That series begins on SEC Network on Thursday. A lot to look forward to this final week.
So much to look forward to. It's going to be here in a hurry. I mean, what a last weekend that we have coming up. Buckle up on Thursday. That's when the series get going. We have a lot at stake.